Hello, good day. I think we are live on Facebook. I'm not so sure, but we are here. And with me is Pastor Kalai, Peter Kalai of Carriman, and we will be, who is collaborating with VF Inc. For the fourth, again, on the fourth Phenomenal Caribbean Women Symposium. And we have Coach Lean. Somehow I think we need to close that door. The sun is creating a glare.
Yeah.
And we have Coach Lean, who is here, who came in on Wednesday. Coach is excited, he's happy, he's been doing some work with the SMP this morning.
Yes,
they were
ma'am.
somewhere else. And then we were on talk on the blog with Matt, and excited. So Coach, tell us about what the men can expect tomorrow when they come to listen to your presentation, listen to you, and what the day promises to be for the men tomorrow.
Well, we're encouraging all the fathers, father figures, men, young men, old men. If you're a man, come on out to the program with us tomorrow. We're going to be putting together a package, a team, if you will, of how we can move forward as men. Leadership, character, integrity, all those things that we know that we have inside of us. We just need to pull it together and get it back on track. The nation needs us and the world needs us. And there's no better place to form that than Dominica. And it happens tomorrow. It's going to happen, and we look forward to you being there.
Indeed. And so it's the fourth Phenomenal Caribbean Men's Symposium. And there are four free featured men, because one of our featured speakers, unfortunately, will not be able to make it tomorrow. But we have Coach Lean, who is here with us. We have Mr. Raymond Lawrence, our Chief Cultural Officer and a cultural icon in Dominica.
Absolutely.
And we have Mr. Karim Bertrand, a young man, a banker, yes, by profession, but he's also not a cultural icon in the making.
Absolutely.
Because Karim is involved in Cicero Singers, the Fatima Church Choir, the St. Cecilia's Choir, and just involved, a young man making positive impact. And in fact, tomorrow, as I said to him, appears to be the Karim Bertrand Day, because in the morning and in the day he will be at the Phenomenal Men's Symposium, where he's a featured speaker, and in the evening at the University of the West Indies alumni dinner, he's going to be honored at that dinner. And so you see, it's a young man making his impact. And what that shows, as I was saying, is that we don't have to be old. It's not how much years we live, it's the life in the years that we live.
Exactly.
And it's making an impact. And as the theme for the Phenomenal Men's Symposium speaks to living to impact, creating a legacy.
That's right.
And Pastor, you've been collaborating with us, Carriman, for the last ones, from 2014, we've been working together.
It's been awesome.
It's
been
So
awesome.
what can the men expect tomorrow, Pastor?
Well, because what for sure that we have seen, we have experienced, we have actually literally experienced tears. Big men, crying because their life has been exposed to things that is actually within them. But then they do not know how to release it, So these events makes you relax. It allows you to review your pastimes, to carve a way forward, so that you can play a more significant role, not only in your boys or your husbands or your wives, but in society. Because let's face it, we live in a really dark time. The experiences that men are having are sometimes very dark, and they do not know who to speak to. All these things that are within, we need to bring it out. We are men who are able to make and create an impact right across the board, because the abilities are within us. So we need to tap into this thing. And tomorrow is a day of tapping, a day of releasing and revealing, so that we can rise to the challenges that are before us.
Wonderful. Yes, Coach. Anything else you want to say to them? What can they give them like a synopsis of who is Coach Lean?
Well, Coach Lynn comes from years of coaching American football. I'm retired, but now it's been over about 15 years where I coach men, fathers in particular, fathers and father figures, because we found that, sad to say, we've had a couple of generations now that did not have a father. You had to buy somebody who birthed you, but he did not carry the role. Therefore, we had fathers having children that did not know how to do it. So they needed some coaching, as well as life skill coaching, being a responsible father and really a leader in the community means you have to do some things right, do it the right way, and you need some guidance.
Indeed.
So that's not saying we know everything, but we know how to put together a tough team. And I see that you've already assembled the best of the best. So tomorrow we're going to come up with our game plan. No longer are we going to wing it. No longer are we just going to have one event for the year for men. We're going to have a series of trainings, practice, if you will, because practice makes perfect. And we're going to go ahead and put together this plan as the women have done fantastically. Now it's time for the men to step up to the plate so that we can have a full family, so that our community can be whole. That's our family, our community that's suffering, and the only ones that can bring it out is us. And it has to be the men involved. In fact, it has to be the men that lead it through deeds, not words. So I don't want to hear a lot of, oh, I'm the king of my house. Since you're the king, get that garbage out and do the dishes. King, since you're the king.
Indeed.
So those types of things. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Indeed, and and so tomorrow really for the men, as I say, I just do the facilitation, but the men do their do. And one of the things we had on the agenda is in terms of a discussion for men forming like a mentoring and coaching program, so that the men, because the Phenomenal Caribbean Women Symposium women have put together the Ladies in a Hat with a Hat event. And we're starting off with a brunch on December 1st. And that Ladies in a Hat with a Hat event, the brainchild didn't come from me or anybody at VFX. It's actually Jennifer Fadell's brainchild. But she came to me and she said, we could do that together. When the women decided to take it and fly with it, she's like, no, that's your stuff. Do with it what you all will. And so I said, okay, let's call it your name too. No. So in the end, we have just called it the PCWS. And that really kind of shows leadership and being able to kind of let go and, and it's not who, as she said, all she wants the ideas to be successful. So the originator of the idea is important, but the implementer of the ideas are also important. Exactly. And she's going to be working with us on that. So December 1st, ladies, is our next event, where it is Ladies in a Hat with our fancy hats at the Fort Young Hotel, nice. 11 to 3, Hat with a Hat, where we do it for our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas.
Beautiful.
And so I was thinking of how do we do something for the men? Should it be a tie with the what? I couldn't figure out. I said hat with a hat for the men too. I said, no, after I said, what? No value. Let it be the men driven.
Well, we have
let
some
the men
already.
Do their stuff. And Coach Lynn coming with his own stuff is going to himself be able to help to guide that stuff. Guide that program, because he already has established programs across the Caribbean in the United States. So this year, man, you gotta be there. I mean, the 4th PCWS promises to be a wonderful event for men. So men be there. Ladies, let us do it for our men too. Yes. We complain about men, but we too have to help to show them a better way. We too have to show that we too continue to support them and to guide them into the way and to help them to be better persons. And so, as I was saying, for the Phenomenal Women Symposium, more than 50% of the women are sponsored or registered by the men in their lives. Their fathers, their husbands, their sons, and so forth. Ladies, let us do the same.
Thank you.
Let us support our men. Let us register our men into good things.
Make them go.
Let us, so that they too can be better men for themselves and consequently for us, our children, our families, our communities, and our society. Yeah. And in fact, November 19th is International Men's Day. What is the theme? Making a positive difference.
Exactly.
And it ties in so well with our own theme. Living to impact, creating a legacy. But also too with the themes of the men, because in two of the stories, at least fatherhood and the role of the fathers will feature. Coach Lynn's story, Karen Bertrand's story, and Raymond Lawrence. I haven't seen his full story yet, so I don't know where the theme is going to rope through. But folks, it's going to just be a tremendous day for men, and men, it is your call out. So we are still open. We'll be open late tonight, so you can come to register. Even if you didn't get a chance to register, come to the event. The event takes place at the University of the West Indies, Emsall Road. It's just along the gardens. It is from 8 o'clock to 6 p.m. We will be there from about 6:37. I will be there from 7. And so just make it a date to remember. We make time for carnival, we make time for all of the stuff. We need to make time for ourselves and for our improvement. So gentlemen, the last word. So Pastor Carla and then Coach Steve, the last word is yours.
A healthy mind makes a healthy life. So ladies, if they do not want to come, convince them, because your home will be a better home after that.
Wonderful. And Coach, your last say is yours.
And I would just say on our team motto, Fatherhood is deeds, not words. It's time to step up to the plate. It's not too late. And if you feel like you're down and out, you don't have any way out, but you have some children, that's your way out. Prioritize them. Make sure that their dreams come true. Next thing you know, your clouds will part. So tomorrow we're going to talk about it, give you some techniques to make that happen, but it's got to be you. We can't do it for you. Come on now. I want to see you there. No excuses.
Okay, so last word, tomorrow, November 16th, 2019 at the University of the West Indies, Emsall Road, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Be
Yes.
Let's go, baby.
there.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. All right.